All right, what deeds do I have to do to earn that forgiveness? Simply fast your 29 or 30 days. That's it. The siyam. Man sama Ramadan imanan wa ihtisaban ghufira lahu ma taqaddama min dhanbi. The other one is man qama Ramadan. So you can earn it in the daytime, you can earn it at nighttime. In qiyam and in siyam. That's it. Go and attend tarawih, ma tayassar. What is easy for you? Right? And there's nothing in our deen that promotes this kind of like kill yourself, make your feet hurt, stay standing, do 30-minute witr dua. It's not from the sunnah at all, because it makes people actually not like it. If you want to do long ibadas, do that on your own. Where you stand for 20 and 30 and 40 minutes, you do that on your own. But in the masajid, in the groups, the rak'at are actually meant to be kept brief. And that's why Sayyidina Umar ibn Abdul Aziz increased the rak'ats to 36 so that each rak'ah could be shorter. People think that, oh, they're more devoted, so instead of doing 20 rak'ahs, they're doing 36. He didn't intend it that way. He intended it that way so that each rak'ah would be shorter. It would be easier on people. And then people could come in and out, because each rak'ah was only like 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Each 2 rak'ahs was 3 minutes. So that if you have, a little bit of time, you could come and do a couple rak'ahs. But if the rak'ahs are 8 rak'ahs or even 20 rak'ahs, but they're long, each rak'ah is 5 minutes or something, then at that point, you end up being stuck, right? So they increased the rak'ahs for taysir, for ease. Okay. Al-Iman, Imam al-Haddad says, what does the Prophet mean when he says imanan wa ihtisaban? Iman is believing in Allah's promise. Belief in Allah's promise. Iman. Ihtisaban, sincerely seeking Allah's reward and nobody else's. Imam al-Haddad says, adab as-sawm, number 1, adab of sawm, to guard your tongue from lying and backbiting. Okay? And then, if you succeed at that, guard your tongue from talking about other people, what is not your business. Al-khawd fi ma la ya'nik. Okay? وَيَحْفَظْ عَيْنَهُ, next, your eyes. Okay? Preserve your eyes from preserve your eyes from looking at the haram. At that point, you can, yes, maybe your siyam becomes valid, but at some point, if your eyes are now looking at the haram, at that point there's no point anymore. Like, yes, you have to fulfill your obligation, but you have no reward. You went from Fajr to Maghrib, the net result is more sins than good deeds. La. What a waste, right? You can't do this. You have to guard your eyes. You don't guard your eyes by themselves. You guard the devices, the times, the locations in which these problems happen. That's what you have to guard. Okay? وَيَحْفَظْ أُذُنَهُ. It's a month of Quran, not a month of music. So what may be sinful outside of Ramadan is even more sinful inside Ramadan. Okay? What is sinful in sacred places is more sinful than outside those sacred places. Okay? What's sinful in Mecca, it's 10 times more than the sins in Mecca, and 10 times more than outside Mecca. Okay? What's sinful in the presence of a righteous person, right? Sinning in front of the presence of righteous, 10 times worse, right, than in the presence of anybody else. Okay? Oh, that's a nice picture there. Omar making the thumbnails there. Look at that one with their praying there. That one on the left all the way. You like that one?
People like to see food.
They like to see food? Okay. Fair enough. Ooh. Psh. All right, what else? Excessive eating in Ramadan also renders the Taraweeh pointless. Excessive eating in Ramadan is something that renders your Taraweeh something that you're going to be so slow, so heavy, so unable to focus. So, and you smell bad too. Oh, the brothers that come in and their jacket smells like cooking. No, it's not good, man. That's not good. I want to tell him, please, brother, take your jacket off and go put it in there, put some bukhur on it or something. Right? قال صلى الله عليه وسلم الصوم جنة فإذا كان يوم صوم أحدكم فلا يرفث ولا يفسق ولا يجهل فإن امرؤ شاتمه أو قاتله فليقل إني صائم. Fasting is a protection. It's a shield. If it's a day of fasting for one of you, then you don't have sexual intercourse, you don't argue, and you don't engage with ignorant people. Okay. If someone curses you or fights you, say, I'm fasting. Okay, so don't do these things. Siyam, if you do Siyam regularly, okay, if you do Siyam regularly, you will inherit in yourself, your constitution, a self-control that is amazing. A degree of self-control that you can't imagine. Okay? The degree of self-control, but it's not going to come from just fasting Ramadan. You're going to need to be a regular faster outside Ramadan. Right? You will attain a degree of self-control that you cannot even imagine. Okay? And you won't be like, I don't even know who I am anymore. I have so much control over myself. I tell myself, don't do this, it doesn't do it. Okay? من آداب الصيام أن لا يكثر النوم بالنهار, that he doesn't try to kill the day by sleeping through the whole day. You're going to understand, especially as Siyam gets in the wintertime, slowly that's happening. You're going to be too cold to be moving about, and you need to sleep a little bit more. But the idea of let's kill the day, kill time by sleeping more, that's not good. Okay. And then he doesn't increase his eating by night. The nighttime should not be for indulgence. Otherwise, how are you going to do any qiyam? How are you going to do any dua? And it's amazing sometimes that, you know, if you're not used to fasting, you get a psychological fixation on food at night, as if this is the last time you're ever going to see food in your life, right? So you got to be really, that's why I'm telling you, all this is just talk. It's just talk unless you practice siyam, right? Unless you practice fasting, not going to work. What happened to that masjid, Omar? That was good. Too dark. Oh. تتهذب نفسك بمس الجوع والعطش. Your ego can be refined and tamed by what? By constantly being touched by hunger and thirst. تتهذب نفسك. Anybody who has a problem with their nafs, you have a problem looking at haram, talking about haram, smoking haram, doing anything haram, you have a problem with that? Simple solution. Actually, you know what? I think we should put the prayer picture, because we're actually telling people right now not to eat too much, right?
So the people that want to eat, they're going to want to eat.
All right, fine. Good point. Good point. Where is that picture from? Pakistan or Mecca? Medina.
I think it said Dubai.
Mm.
No, one day I think we're just going to get like a bunch of copyrights.
Yeah.
Like
Oh, man. He says, your heart will be filled with light the more you are touched by hunger, right? And more you're touched by hunger and thirst, right? So try to hit the saturation too. Yeah, there, hit that bad boy. And the vibrance. Hit that bad boy. Okay. وَلْيُجَانِبِ الصَّائِمِ الرَّفَاهِيَةِ. Entertainment should be pushed aside. Push it aside as much as you can. Okay. وأقل ذلك أن تكون عادته من الترفه واحدة في رمضان وغيره. وهذا أقل ما ينبغي. وإلا فللرياضة ومجانبة شهوات النفس أثر كبير في تنوير القلب. So he's saying hunger has a massive impact on light, putting on tanwir al-qalb, putting light in the heart. وتطلب بالخصوص في رمضان, and this is most accessible and sought after in this month. أما الذين يجعلون لهم في رمضان عادات من الترفهات والشهوات التي لا يعتادونها في غير رمضان فغرور غرهم به الشيطان حسدا منه لهم حتى لا يجدوا بركات صومهم. We see this all the time in the Islamic world. It's a campaign that there are special foods, sweets only prepared in Ramadan. Special foods only prepared in Ramadan.